Hey y'all, welcome to our monthly energy report. I'm Peyton and I'm joined by Corey and Yaila. And in today's video, we're going to be bringing you the January 2024 energy reading. So happy New Year's, y'all. So we're going to do what we always do, which is read the energy of January for you from 3 different perspectives. So we're going to start off with Corey, who is going to give us the astrology report for the month. Then we are going to jump to Yaila, who is going to take a look at what is happening in the collective. And then I will wrap things up with a message from the Pleiadians. So, Corey, let's start off with you. What is going on with the January astrology?
Well. Greetings, everyone. I am Corey Davidson, and I do the astrology for our monthly energy update. And this is going to be for January 2024. And wowee, January. Well, we have a lot of changes. If I had to put some words to it, it would be intense change. Now, whether you want to choose it just depends upon which energy you want to choose to be in. Because in astrology, everything has a higher vibration and a lower vibration. If you can hit the middle vibration, you're doing good. But it's always a choice. So, all in December, or like 3 weeks of December, we had Mercury going retrograde for the holiday season. And as of January 1st, Mercury is going to go direct in Sagittarius. Also, the first half of January is going to be Capricorn season. And the second half of January, we will go into Aquarius season. And what an exciting Aquarius season it shall be. So the 1st of January, Mercury goes direct in Sagittarius, which is a fire sign. And Sagittarius can have this open mouth insert foot syndrome, but they're actually, philosophers, traveling. So Mercury going direct, because Mercury is the mind, is expansive thinking. So if in December, during the Mercury retrograde, you were trying to make some plans or think about traveling, or maybe just thinking about your beliefs, because Sagittarius also is beliefs, can also signifies justice as well. So if you were thinking about, making plans of traveling, or thinking about it, Mercury goes direct on the 1st. And so if you're thinking about traveling and actually doing that traveling, January 1st, it's a good time to do it. And then we have Mars will enter Capricorn on January 4th. So Mars is the output energy. And Capricorn is top-down structures. So it's also being old, the old-fashioned, old rules. But, with Mars in Capricorn, we have the opportunity to get a lot of things done when it comes to work and career. So it's very organized, rules business as well. So on the 4th of January, Mars will enter Capricorn. And then Mercury will also re-enter Capricorn. So in Capricorn, again, it's those top-down structures. So it's more of a long-term planning, long-term thinking about the long term, as opposed to Mercury in Sagittarius, which is fire, right? So it's like, let's do it. Spontaneity. Where on the 13th of January, Mercury is going to re-enter Capricorn. So it's just much more practical thinking. And then on the 20th, we have the sun entering Aquarius. And we also have Pluto, planet of the underground, entering Aquarius. So the big theme of 2024, all of 2024, is Pluto entering Aquarius. And that's a 20-year cycle. So we've had Pluto in Capricorn since 2008. And of course, Capricorn is the top-down structures, government. So anything that was being, hidden secrets in that area, we've been seeing that since 2008. But now that Pluto enters Aquarius, it's about power to the people. It's about living in community. I know. We've got Yaila, who's our token Aquarian here with us. So, but any hidden secrets that are pertaining to freedom, because Aquarius also rules freedom, for freedom of the people are going to be starting to be revealed. Now, it's only going to be in Aquarius for 9 months in 2024. Then it'll briefly go back into Capricorn. And then in November, we will be Pluto in Aquarius for the next 20 years, which is actually very exciting. So that also indicates new technology. Maybe our extraterrestrial friends will come down to see us. That's definitely something that will happen, Pluto in Aquarius. So because, extraterrestrials have been like hidden, not a lot of people know about them. It would be a great indication that this will be the time that we will be able to see our friends in other worlds. I'm excited for that. And then the 23rd of January, Venus will enter Capricorn. So again, that's really much more practical love, being much more practical with Venus. Venus is what we love. We have a lot of Capricorn in January. And then we have, let's see, I said that Mars would enter Capricorn, Mercury entering Capricorn, and then the Sun and Pluto entering Aquarius, putting us into the Aquarian age. Now, I've been talking about how we're moving into the Aquarian age and that all the old structures are being taken down. And so this is where we're going to get a taste of what the Aquarian age is going to be like. On January 11th, we have a new moon in Capricorn. So what do you want to manifest, long term? Because Capricorn is that thing of making long-term plans. Slow and steady wins the race, the mountain goat that climbs up the mountain, slow and steady. So the new moon in Capricorn is a great time to manifest things that long-term plans. It's a good new moon. And then we have a full moon in Leo on the 25th of January. And it's really going to spice things up. It's really going to spice things up because Leo is the actor, big, and it will be coupled with Jupiter and Taurus, so which making the full moon even more exaggerated. So it's going to be a dramatic last half of January. Also on the 27th of January, the planet Uranus, which is quick change, like it rules electricity, and it's also coupled with Aquarius. It's ruled by Aquarius. is going to turn direct on the 27th. So we have Mercury direct, we have Saturn direct, we will have Uranus direct by the end, and that's just going to catapult us into some high-speed changes. High-speed changes. And most all of the planets will be direct until April. So we will be hitting the ground running second half of January. Let's see, anything else that I can think of? So, the beginning of January is going to be it's going to be a little slower in the start. Come the second half, when Pluto changes signs into Aquarius, we are off and running. So that is the monthly update for January 2024. And just remember to stay in the love frequency and to choose the higher vibration of all that you can. And we're in for big changes for 2024. Big changes. So that's what I've got. How about our token Aquarian? Yaila, what have you got for the energy of 2024 January?
Thank you so much, Corey. Well, I am Yaila, and I just tap into the general energy of the collective. So this will be just a collective reading. Of course, if you want to connect with any one of us for a personal reading, feel free to reach out. But I might have my eyes closed from time to time. I just tap into the energy of the collective lives. Let me just do that really fast. And when Corey was sharing her message, I got a really quick image of it was almost like the frequency of like balls to the wall. It was literally like it was almost like playing dodgeball. It was like all these balls throwing at someone. That to me just represents quick, sudden movement. Here we go, hit the ground running. So when I'm tapping in and asking for the collective, what's the major energy? Before I do that, I always ask for blessing, creative all that is. Please bring forth the information and confirmation for anybody tuning into these videos. Please guide me with clarity and accuracy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I'm getting a couple colors for the collective. I'm getting a turquoise and a yellow. Whenever I see turquoise, for me, a lot of times that represents amusement. Besides Corey, because that's Corey's favorite color. But turquoise for me many times represents amusement. When I ask why are the guides showing me turquoise for the collective, I'm just seeing there's going to be so many different things coming at us, kind of like the game of dodgeball, coming from different directions, from different people about different things. And for you to ride the wave and not get pulled in or kicked out, stay in amusement. Your amusement is going to be one of your superpowers this month, because there's going to be a lot coming at you. We're going to hear things from all different directions, and not all of it's going to stick. Some of it's going to come in and leave just as quickly as it comes in, just like literally a dodgeball being thrown at you. It's fast. It's a fast moving game. You have to keep your head on a swivel, but overall, it's supposed to be a game. And the more you're in amusement and the more you don't take things personal, and this is on a, micro and macro level. So in your personal life, stay in amusement. There's going to be a lot of people having just bright ideas, realizations, wanting to change things up, but it may not stay. So just know there's going to be kind of this chaotic energy for the month of January with people on an individual level and a collective level. So stay in amusement is the first and foremost. And then when I ask, why the yellow color, it's a beautiful golden yellow, like really, really bright, high vibrational color. And so when I'm asking why is that coming in for the collective, what I'm hearing from that one is, yellow for me many times correlates to the third chakra with what we're doing. But when I'm asking what this yellow is, it's connecting to, actually, it's like holding your seniority with your crown. So you want to stay in your power. You want to stay in that kind of royal regal, um, keeping your eyesight clear, like watching over your kingdom type of energy. So it's like all those things that you're doing, not forgetting you're the one that's in charge. Okay, so it's a really powerful, high vibrational energy frequency if you hold that in your crown, if you have that be like kind of encompassing your entire body, your entire area with that beautiful high vibrational gold, it's almost like a protection. It gives you clarity, it gives you insight, it gives you depths on what you want to be doing, where you want to be going, who you want to be sharing your time with, and what you should keep and what you should let go. So there's a lot involved in that golden color for us for the month of January. So when I ask, I always like to check in and see what should we look out for, what to keep in mind for the month of January 2024 for the collective. What I'm hearing from that is even though there's going to be a lot of different energies and information and things and people and kind of that chaos around us. What I'm hearing to keep in mind or what to watch out for is not to get pulled into the chaos. And what the guides are saying is you can set the pace that feels right for you. So if people are super busy and swirly and anxious and want to go, 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 and trying to push you on their timeline, but it doesn't feel right for you, watch out for that and just know that you get to call the shots. Remember, you wear the crown for yourself and your life. Don't get pulled into somebody else's timeline because it fits them. Let them do their thing. And if you need more time to decide or sift through the information or wait till it feels right, just know that you call the shots for your own timeline. Okay, so that's something to watch out for, not to get pulled in. Let me see if there's any other helpful messages or information for the collective for 2024. I'm also seeing with yellow, they're giving me the word excitement. So there's a lot of fun things to be excited for. So just like with everything, there's the high side, the low side. Corey kind of touched on that. There's all different energies, and we've spoken about this before in our other videos, but it's really where you're focusing your energy at is going to be your experience. And so if you're letting all the swirliness of the world and people around you get you down and have you go to doom and gloom and worry about things, that's what you're going to experience more of. But if you let yourself be excited for change and necessary things to be released or shaken up or modified, if you can ride that wave of excitement, you'll have a way better time. When I used to do health coaching, the same chemical that's released in our body for being scared or fearful is also the same chemical of excitement. It's just our interpretation of it. And so if you are feeling that anxiousness, that nervousness, or that worry, just look to see, what is it? It's showing you what you actually care about. And so when you ask yourself, okay, well, what am I worried about here? What am I anxious about here? Let yourself explore, how can this be exciting? How can this be for my highest and best good? And you'll be able to switch your perception and mindset. And again, ride with amusement. Amusement will be your superpower this month. Let me just see if there's any final messages before we switch it over to Peyton and the P's. Any final messages for the collective? Going along the terms with excitement. This is a month to have fun. This is a month to think about, when I think about the new year, it doesn't just start with the calendar year for me. I kind of feel like there's this preparatory phase before the Chinese New Year in my own interpretation of that. So use the first couple months, especially January, to have fun, like set in motion, come up with ideas, come up with a plan, come up with things that you want to create because the energy will be supportive for you. Like Corey mentioned, all the planets are direct up until April. And so it's a really great time to have fun, see what feels good, see what you want more of, see what you're ready to let go of, see what you can release. And with amusement and with that fun, you'll just have a way easier time getting yourself set up for the rest of the year. So I'm seeing January is really about actively planting those seeds for what you want to create for the year, but with amusement and fun and letting yourself be excited about the things that are changing and all the different things that are shifting and moving, and just letting your mind be open to the fun, the excitement, and I'm hearing magical surprises. So that is what I have for the month of January 2024. Happy New Year, everybody. Peyton, how about the P's? What are their messages?
Thank you so much, Yaila. Hey, y'all, I'm Peyton, and as you know, I channel the Pleiadians, or the P's. And it was so funny because as I was listening to Corey and Yaila talk just now, the P's came in and they were laughing, and they were saying, they were nodding along as the ladies were talking, going 100%. So the P's were completely on board with everything that Corey and Yaila have given us a little glimpse into for our January. So to put this in the context of how the Pleiadians tell the story of the next month, the first thing that they described as the energy of our January is they said it is going to be a whole new world. So they wanted to give us a little bit of energetic context to help us understand what we have kind of come through as a collective the past couple of months and what that means for the next couple of months. So according to the P's, the past couple of months, starting in, say, our October all the way through December, they said we have made 2 massive collective timeline jumps. And y'all could probably feel the one that happened in December. It was not subtle or gentle. And so what the P's said this means is that everything has changed. Even if our world around us looks kind of the same, they said if you feel into the energy and if you feel into your body, you will know that everything has changed. So the past 3 years, according to the P's, have been a decision point. So as a collective, we gave ourselves lots and lots of challenges to force ourselves to make decisions. Are we going to act and move forward out of love? Or are we going to act and move forward out of fear? Because those are really kind of the only 2 choices that there ever are. So the past 3 years, we've kind of been in a decision point where everyone was getting the chance to place their vote and decide what train track they were going to be on. But now the trains have left the station. So as we move into the January energies, the guides have said things are going to start accelerating rapidly, and we're going to start to see the evidence of whatever timeline we have chosen. And we haven't really seen that over the past couple years. It feels like we've all been kind of getting slapped around the same, that we've all been in the same soup pot, and like not a whole lot was happening. So the guides have said that that is changing. We are going to start to see the actual manifestations of the choices we have made. So it's going to be a time of real excitement. So they said that there are a couple things that we can expect to experience as we start to move into this accelerated energy. And the first thing that will show us that we are not in the same world we were in even 3 or 4 months ago is they said we can expect to have a lot of changes in what we are interested in. So we may find that we have spent a lot of the past couple years putting a lot of time and effort into certain things, and like a light switch, we will have no interest in them. And the P's say this is happening on a major scale. So these may be things you have put a lot of invested time and energy into. It may be major relationships that all of a sudden have no interest to you. It may be things like your job or your career or your business. So they are talking about major categories of our life where we may find a shift in our priorities. And we are also going to see kind of the flip side of that, where we're going to have new interests, things that may have never crossed our radar before, never really gave them a second thought. We may find that we are absolutely obsessed with them. And so this is a time to be very flexible in what we're giving our attention to, because as the P's keep saying, you are in an entirely new world, no matter what it looks like around you. And one random way that this has manifested for me that just shows you how completely out of the blue this can be is that I suddenly got obsessed with learning Spanish and never gave this a thought in my entire life. Doesn't really seem to have any relevance to my life path. But over the past couple weeks, I have been absolutely obsessed with it. So the P's have come in to say, this is how this can manifest for us. As new interests, we are being steered in a different direction. So they encourage us to go with the flow, to let go of anything that just feels like it's expired, like it's not calling to you anymore. There's a reason for that. We are being called in new directions. So that's going to be one of the major kind of themes for the month of January, is just changes in what holds our attention. And we may see ourselves also being very kind of disinterested in anything that's not based in love. We're going to see right through it, and we're just going to move away from it. You know, anything that is based in fear-based messaging, anything that is based in conflict, separation, drama. For most of us on ascending timelines, this is going to hold zero interest to us. So you may find yourself just putting down the phone. You may find that you used to listen to videos and, follow 50 different people, and now only 1 or 2 people hold your attention. So we're going to be having shifts in our priorities, in what we value, and in what we're willing to give our attention to. So the P's say that January is really about letting go of density. And with that, we're going to see that we're making room for more and more magical things to come into our lives, because things are going to start to manifest very, very quickly in these energies. Now, let's see, what else did they have for us? One other thing that dovetails very much on what Corey said is we are moving through a major collective planetary template. So just a huge collective energy or huge collective contract. And that is, we are breaking down the energy of external control. So as a collective, we are letting go of all of our fear-based structures. So anything that we think in our life has control over us. So all those institutions that we are familiar with that don't serve the collective, all of those rules and laws that make us all feel a little suffocated, all of those just, let's say, world structures and systems that we feel we have to obey and follow the rules of, even though we don't necessarily agree, we have changed that collective contract. And so we are dissolving all of those control structures. And the Pleiadians have said that this is going to be a huge and magical change for us, because collectively we are 100% embracing our sovereignty. And we are no longer accepting anything that controls us. We are not accepting anything that is based in manipulation or suppression. So the P's say that we are collapsing this collective template, and it is going to change our entire reality for the better. So that is going to be super exciting. It's not going to happen overnight because, as you can imagine, we have a lot of belief systems wrapped up in this belief that our external world controls us. And as we let that go, we are going to feel more freedom than we have ever felt in our lives. So that is what we are working on a collective basis, because since we created it, we can dissolve it. So that's what we will be up to collectively in January. So January is going to be a huge, huge month. And if we let it, it is going to be absolutely magical. We just want to keep an eye on what we are focused on. Don't flirt with those things that you don't want to see more of. So that is what the P's had for us for January. Ladies, anything else popping up that you want to throw in? No? Well, awesome. Well, thank y'all so much for watching our videos. We appreciate you and just are so grateful that you watch us, that you support us, all of your comments and your shares. They really mean so much to us. And we wish you a very, very happy new year. And please join me and Corey in wishing Yaila a very happy birthday. She is our January birthday girl. So make sure you comment and wish her a very, very happy birthday. And we will see you in February. Happy New Year, guys. See you soon. Bye.